What happened from last 3-4 days? Triple Talaq Bill reintroduced in Lok Sabha. Triple Talaq Bill got reintroduced in Lok Sabha. 1.5 years back, Supreme Court have made instant triple talaq or talaq-e-biddat unconstitutional. When Supreme Court made it as an unconstitutional, the government, that is through ordinance route, passed an ordinance criminalizing instant triple talaq. Criminalizing instant triple talaq. In fact, 3 years punishment for the husband who gave instant triple talaq to the wife. And when the government passed this ordinance, means ordinance is as you all know by this time, Article 123, when the president signed this ordinance, there was a furor in various sections of the community, Muslim community particularly, saying that instantly making it as a criminal offence, that too 3 years, for 3 years, is not correct. You should have made it as unconstitutional thing and given some time frame to make it as a criminal offence. But the government through ordinance route said instant triple talaq is bad and 3 years punishment for the husband who committed instant triple talaq. And the bill got lapsed in the 16th Lok Sabha, and again in the 17th Lok Sabha it got reintroduced. As you all know, when Lok Sabha dissolves, if the bill is introduced in Lok Sabha, the bill will get lapsed. So the bill got again reintroduced in the Lok Sabha. When the bill is introduced in Lok Sabha, if the Lok Sabha get dissolved, according to Article 107 of the Indian Constitution, the bill also will get lapsed. According to Article 107 of the Indian Constitution, the bill also will get lapsed. And coming back to the story again, introduction of triple talaq bill again in Lok Sabha was strongly contended by Congress MPs, and the Shashi Tharoor, he strongly condemned the bill. Okay, let's see whether it will get passed in Lok Sabha. It will get passed, you know. The reason, the BJP government have very good majority in the Lok Sabha. Even in Rajya Sabha, in spite of objections from various parties, definitely there is a chance that the bill might get passed. Let's wait and see. This was the issue that has happened. And you all know there is an international organization, there are various international organizations like UNO, all those things. Apart from international organizations, there are regional setups also like trade blocs or customs unions or some associations like SAARC, and in that we have one regional group called NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, Free Trade Area, NAFTA, NAFTA. USA, Canada and Mexico. US, Canada and Mexico are the partners of NAFTA. Last year, they wanted to remodel NAFTA into USMCA. They wanted to remodel NAFTA into USMCA, United States of America, Mexico and Canada. They wanted to make it as USMCA. And Mexico became the first country. Mexico became the first country to ratify the trade deal to replace NAFTA. To replace NAFTA, Mexico ratified. Mexico became the first country to ratify USMCA. What is USMCA? United States, Mexico, Canada Agreement. It's also called as NAFTA 2.0. NAFTA 2.0. And you know what is Operation Bandar? BANDAR. A name for, a secret name for Balakot air strikes. Operation Bandar is a name for Balakot air strikes. So just to remember, particularly those who wanted to be good at IR, when you want to write about Balakot strikes, you can use it, Operation Bandar. And you all know already southwest monsoons have, no, they have come, but the problem is there was a shortfall, 38% shortfall in southwest monsoons. 38% rainfall deficit as of now in southwest monsoons. So, if monsoons are good, agriculture will be good. If monsoons and agriculture are good, Indian economy will be good. Indian economy is nothing but the gamble of monsoons. Indian agriculture is nothing but the gamble of monsoons. So, we are finally at the mercy of God. The next important news, FATF. From last 3-4 days, a news is coming up, FATF, Financial Action Task Force. FATF, Financial Action Task Force. There are 37 members and 2 groups in Financial Action Task Force. The members and groups in the task force ensure that investment from one country to other country will not go for terror financing or money laundering. Investment within the group will not go for terror financing or money laundering. And Pakistan is in the grey list. And everybody thought in June this year it will go into blacklist. But FATF have given time further till October for Pakistan to prove that it started some concrete action to stop terror financing. So, FATF, Financial Action Task Force. And recently Saudi Arabia have become the first Arab country. Recently Saudi Arabia have become the first Arab country to become member in FATF. Even this was the important news. FATF might come in your prelims. Financial Action Task Force, star mark question for your prelims. Next important thing, Guwahati High Court have given 7 years imprisonment for killing mongoose bird. So, Wildlife Protection Act and particularly killing of endangered, critically endangered species or the species which are prohibited under Wildlife Protection Act, we are going to take it very seriously. And remember one thing, we have national green tribunals. When there was a killing under Wildlife Protection Act which was prohibited under Wildlife Protection Act, all these things will not go to national green tribunals. Okay, remember, there are only few acts that will come under national green tribunal. Wildlife Protection Act, particularly wildlife killings, all these things will not go for that. So, this particular mongoose bird got killed and 7 years imprisonment. So, now the things are going very serious with respect to environmental protection, particularly wildlife protection. Coming back, one more important news. You all know that India is doing good in ease of doing business. Ease of doing business rankings, India is doing very, very good. And India's rank recently is last year 77. India's rank in ease of doing is 77. One of the important component of ease of doing is labor regulations, labor laws. Labor regulations, labor laws, that means labor laws, if they are flexible, it means that ease of doing is good in India. Labor laws, if they are rigid, because if there is a strict labor law, investors will feel very bad. So, there are around 44 labor laws in India, which we are going to make it 4. We want to comprehend a compendium of labor laws into 4 groups. One is social security laws, second is industrial safety, wage code and industrial relations, all these things. So, we are going to comprehend our labor laws into 4 groups: wage code, social security, industrial safety and welfare, industrial relations. I am repeating: wage code, social security. First is wage code, second is social security issues, third is industrial safety and welfare, fourth is industrial relations. So, we want to make and comprehend all our labor laws into 4 groups. This is important. The next important news is US State Department have released a report with respect to India with respect to state of religious freedom in India. According to US report, in India, minorities' fundamental rights, religious freedom is not good and minorities' rights are being contained. Minorities are not enjoying proper rights, even mob lynchings, all these things, US state report. And Ministry of External Affairs said, yesterday issued a statement saying that US State Department have no locus standi at all to speak on the minority issues in India. US Department have no locus standi at all, have no particular strength at all, eligibility to speak on that, this was said. And other important news, whenever there is a news about GI, what is GI? Geographical indication. In our syllabus there is a topic called IPR, intellectual property rights. Intellectual property right means the property which was created by using our mind is called intellectual property. The property which was created by using your mind is called intellectual property. In intellectual property you have copyrights, patents, trademarks, geographical indications, industrial designs, etc. In that GI is very, very important. So in from 2012 to 2015-16, 4 questions were asked in UPSC prelims about GIs, geographical indication tags. If you can check out prelims question paper, from 2012 to 2015, continuously there were questions about geographical indications every year. Recently, whenever there is a geographical indication tag, you have to remember, and you should also remember what is the importance of that particular product. Recently, there was Kolhapuri chappals, Kolhapuri chappal, the ethnic leather chappal. Chappals means footwear. From Maharashtra and Karnataka got GI tag. From Maharashtra and Karnataka. Some districts of Maharashtra and Karnataka are very famous for Kolhapuri leather footwear, Kolhapuri chappals. These chappals are handcrafted and tanned using vegetable dyes. They are handcrafted and tanned using vegetable dye, colors from vegetables, and the art of making them is passed down from generations together. Art of making these chappals started from generations together and passed down from generations together. Very important news is this. Kolhapuri chappals, kindly do better research on Kolhapuri chappals. And the other important news, which is very, very important for all of us, particularly in Telangana, Kaleshwaram project. Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, the world's largest multi-level, multi-stage, multi-purpose lift irrigation project. Every newspaper carried article about the technicality of the Kaleshwaram project, but Telangana, as you all know, lying in the upper area, plateau area, though we have 2 important rivers, Krishna and Godavari, the water will not be retained in Telangana. That is the reason why Telangana is always dry. 45,000 acres of Telangana is going to get direct benefit or indirect benefit from Kaleshwaram project, and almost the entire funding, around 85,000 crores, is from state government, and state government took loans from consortium of banks. Agriculture, fisheries, dairy farming, employment, education, what not. The entire Telangana is going to see change, a big difference in standard of living in next decade with the successful implementation of Kaleshwaram project. It was really a dream project and a visionary, and you all know one thing we can feel that a politician thinks about next election, a statesman thinks about next generation. Definitely the man who, the person or the group of people who are behind Kaleshwaram project, we can say they are visionaries, and one of the engineering marvel. Kaleshwaram project, we can consider it as an engineering marvel, because it's not just one level, they have raised the water in 6 levels. That was the marvel in engineering. It's not so easy to pump the water from the down to up and up to down. It's something like taking water from our sump and distributing to all our rooms. So storing water in the sump and pulling the water from the sump using gravity, and also getting down the water to all the rooms. It is something like a very big engineering marvel which needs a lot of expertise also. Let's hope that the project will be successful and Telangana will be prosperous. And other point which many got missed was the state government of Maharashtra have given a lot of support to this project. Generally, according to Article 262, we have interstate river water disputes, and whenever the dispute started, you have seen Kaveri dispute where Tamil Nadu and Karnataka fought various river water disputes, but it shows that you all know Maharashtra Chief Minister was a chief guest to the entire episode. 3 chief ministers coming together and launching a project in a particular state is something shows that cooperative federalism is at its height. So you can use Kaleshwaram model as an example where Maharashtra supported Telangana government to have an extensive grateful project for Telangana, which is really a blessing for Telangana people in the long run. So this is one thing we should never miss. Okay.